Alright.
Hey, it's Big Tip and Mr. A. Today we're making pastillos. We're going to show you what they are, how to make them, and what to serve with them. So come on in the kitchen and let's get started. Okay, here I have steakums. You just put them in the oil and you cook them just like you regularly would. You season them. Seasoning is optional, salt, pepper, and whatever else you want. You can use sazon, which is what we've done. And I'm going to show you what we put in them. Miss A, would you like to explain?
Okay, this is just white onions, green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers, just anything that you would like in your cheese sticks, you can add.
And so I'm just going to add these in and mix it together. And next we're going to show you how to make achiote oil.
Okay, so what this is just the red coloring that you would find in the sazon. So if you would like this, or if you're going to use sazon, you would just need these things. You would just need, what I'm using is vegetable oil, or you can use any oil of your choice. You would need achiote seeds. And so what you're going to do is just pour some of whatever amount of oil you would like to use, pour that into your pot or saucepan, and then you're going to add about a handful or a capful of these achiote seeds. And once you let the seeds heat some through the oil, you're going to get this nice red coloring that you see here. I don't know how well you can see that. Okay, and because my sazon does not have achiote in it, I'm just going to add this oil into my steakum mix with my peppers and everything like that. But you're going to want to strain the seeds away from the oil before you mix it into your meat or whatever you're going to be using it for.
Now I'm just going to stir that together.
So I don't know if you can see it really well, but the meat now has a nice red coloring to it, and it's now mixed with our onions, our peppers, and whatever else you would like in it. If you would like bacon or just anything that you would like in your cheese steak, but not anything like lettuce or anything, because you're going to be heating it in the oil and you don't want it to be wilted and hot if you're going to use lettuce or something.
And just to be clear, this is just a basic mixture of green, red, and yellow peppers and some onion. Just shred it up.
With the steakum and our seasoning mix. Okay, so this is already cooked and it's all ready. So now we're going to show you how we put it in our shells.
Come on over here. Okay, you can use... First, we're going to put a slice of cheese onto our shells. Okay,
real quick, let me just show you what kind of shells we're actually using. Okay, these are, I guess, Rico, and these have the, like, orange coloring because of this is mixed with sazon, and these are bought from the store. We bought these from the store, and you see they come like this with a paper mix on them. Okay, and so you can get the white ones or whatever. White ones are the ones it says with sazon in color. That's the ones that we're going to be using today, but you could choose either one. Works good for this recipe.
Okay, so now you're going to take any cheese of your
choice. What we're using is just American white sliced cheese.
Like okay, and you're going to set that in the middle of your disc, and then you're going to take just a small amount of your mixture and put that right in the middle, and next you're going to fold it over.
Okay, and I'm going to grab a fork because you're going to need a fork to smush the ends down. Okay, so you're going to pull one side over, covering the other side of the disc, making a half moon shape, and then you're going to take your fork once you have that together. And I don't know how well you can see.
I'm being careful not to rip it or tear it.
Yes, be very careful because the dough is going to be soft and you don't want to put a hole in it because then it'll open when it's going through the frying process. So you're going to take your fork and you're going to smush down hard, but not hard enough to rip a hole in the dough. So you can see what he's doing is slowly going around the entire edge and pressing down firmly with the fork.
And you want to make sure that you completely close all the edges. Even right here, you want to make sure that that's nice and closed so that none of the oil will get in or escape.
Okay, and like I said before, these each come separated with a piece of like wax paper. So you're going to want to leave that under your disc while you're doing it, so this way it won't stick to the plate or whatever you're preparing it with. Okay, now we're going to take this one and we're going to show you how to fry it. Okay, so we already have our oil prepared over here and it's heated. So we're going to drop that into the oil and we're going to show you. It fries very quickly, so you're only going to want to fry it for a minute or two on each side, and you might not even need to fry it that long.
Okay, and this is not something you want to just set and leave. You want to be constantly vigilant over this.
Okay, you want to make sure that your oil is very hot when you drop it in. Our oil is not as hot as I would like it to be, but it's hot enough for you to see what we mean. So you can see right away it's starting to float a little bit. If you walk away from this, it will burn. So you're going to want to stand over this, have your fork or tongs, whatever you're going to use to scoop it out, and be prepared to flip it over. And be prepared to flip it over so that it doesn't burn. So it's already pretty much brown on that side. My brother just flipped it over, so that just lets you know how quickly it will brown. Now, remember, the meat and everything inside is already cooked. You always want the filling cooked. So you're only going to pretty much cook the dough. So you're just going to fry the dough up. And once that's done, we have our oven preheated to about 225, just so that when we finish with each one, we could set it on this baking rack that we have right here. And we have this lined with foil to catch any grease. So we have this tray right here, and it's on top of a baking sheet to catch any grease. And then we're going to set each pastillo on top and place it in the oven, which we already have preheated to 225. Just to keep it warm as we go through the process making the rest. Okay, so now we're going to show you how it looks, and we're going to put it on a tray and show you how we keep it warm. Okay, so you're going to want to be very careful when you're taking these out so you don't burn yourself. Okay, so this is how it should look. It's completely cooked, it's brown, and it's perfect. Okay, so we have that sitting on our baking sheet, so we're going to put it in the oven warm. And when we come back, we're going to show you how to serve this, what you can eat it with, maybe some sides, and so stay tuned, we'll be back.
Wait. Okay, we're back with the new batch, and this time we've done the same thing. We just sprinkled a little bit of mozzarella cheese over the top to show you that you can use more than one cheese, and we're going to put this in the oil. And next we're going to show you how to serve it.
Okay, what we did it the same way as we showed you before, but I'm just showing you a picture of the pack of mozzarella cheese. So what we did, we put the same slice of cheese in the meat mixture, and we just sprinkled some of this cheese on top, just to give it more of a cheesy flavor. My brother, he likes his that way, so we just did half that way and half the way that we already showed. Okay. So this one, as I mentioned before, it fries very quickly, so you're just going to need to flip that over for a few seconds or a minute or two to just let that finish up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to place this up, and we're going to show you how it looks when it's done.
Okay, so over here I've just placed it with a little bit of fries, some salt and pepper over top of it, and a little bit of ketchup. And for dessert, we have some rice pudding, and we have a green liqueur.
Okay, and we're going to show you how it looks once you open it up.
And that just looks amazing. With the green peppers, the onions, it just looks great, and it tastes delicious. Would you like to tell them about the dessert?
Okay, and this is just a simple rice pudding with some cinnamon sprinkled on top and a cinnamon stick. There will be a tutorial coming up for that shortly, so keep an eye out for that. And we just have a nice green drink right here with the lime slice on top. Okay, so hopefully you'll enjoy this recipe as we do, and your family will too. So please continue to watch for more upcoming food videos, and please rate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.